Workplace safety isn't just some boring binder of rules that sits on a shelf collecting dust. Think of it more like your personal playbook. And today, we're going to help you write yours. We're going to turn all those complex policies into simple, powerful actions you can use every single day. It's not just about protecting you, it's about protecting your whole team. So, let's dive in. Okay, let's kick things off with a big question. Who do you think is most responsible for your safety when you're on the job? Is it your boss? The company's safety officer? Maybe the government? Go ahead, get an answer in your head. Because as you're about to see, it's a little more complicated and a whole lot more collaborative than most people think.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to nail down your role and the rules of the game. Then, we're going to turn you into a full-on hazard detective. After that, we'll cover how to put all this knowledge into practice. And finally, we'll talk about how teamwork is really the ultimate safety super tool. Let's get started with your role.
First up, let's build that foundation. You can't be a champion for safety if you don't know the rules, right? This is all about getting a solid grip on your specific responsibilities and knowing exactly where to find the info you need. Real quick, you're going to see safety called a couple of different things, WHS or OHS. Look, don't get tripped up on the acronyms. They mean the exact same thing. It's all about one goal, keeping you and everyone else safe. Simple as that. So, what's your part in all this? Well, it really boils down to these 4 things. Your job is to know how to get your hands on your company's policies, to have a basic idea of the safety laws for your industry, to follow the specific rules for your workplace, and, this one's huge, to know exactly what to do when an emergency hits. Think of it as your personal safety to-do list. Okay, moving on to section 2. Look, knowing the rules is one thing, but safety is an active skill. This is where you learn to see your workplace with, let's call them, safety eyes. We're going to walk through a really simple but powerful process to manage risks before they ever turn into accidents. And the absolute easiest way to remember this process is with this little mantra. Spot it, sort it, solve it. Seriously, that's it. Spot it means you identify the potential danger. Sort it is all about figuring out how bad it is. And solve it is, well, taking action to fix it. Let's see how this lines up with the official stuff. And look at that. The formal process is a perfect match for our mantra. Step 1, hazard identification. That's spotting it. Is that a frayed cord over there? A wet spot on the floor? Step 2, risk assessment. That's sorting it. How likely is it that someone will get hurt and how bad would it be? And step 3, risk control. That's where we solve it. So how exactly do we sort a risk? We use a tool just like this, Risk Matrix. It looks complicated, but it's really not. You just ask 2 questions. First, how likely is it that something will go wrong? And second, if it does, how severe would the injury be? So for example, if an accident is likely to happen and the injury would be serious, you just follow the lines and boom, it's a high risk. This thing tells you instantly what you need to focus on first. Okay, once we've sorted the risk, it's time to solve it using something called the hierarchy of controls. Just think of this as a ladder, where the best solutions are at the top. The absolute best thing you can do is elimination. Just get rid of the hazard completely. All the way at the bottom, your last resort, is PPE, or personal protective equipment. You see, a helmet doesn't stop a brick from falling, it just tries to lessen the damage. You should always aim as high up this ladder as you can. All right, we've got the rules down, and we have a process for handling risks. Section 3 is all about putting that knowledge into practice in your actual day-to-day work. This is where the rubber really meets the road. So, since PPE is our last line of defense, we absolutely have to get it right. Just think of this 5-step checklist. You gotta select the right gear for the job, make sure it fits you the right way, use it every single time without fail, keep it in good shape, and then store it properly so it's ready to go for next time. If you skip even one of these steps, that gear just isn't as effective. Every safety sign, every written procedure, it tells a story. It's a piece of wisdom that was probably learned the hard way, maybe from a past accident or a scary near miss. So following them isn't just about ticking a box. It's really about respecting the lessons that were learned by the people who came before us. So where do you find all this critical info? Well, the good news is it's all around you. It's in the manuals, on the signs and symbols you see every day, in the specific instructions for a job, on the safety data sheets for any chemicals you use, and in your team meetings. Being proactive and looking for this stuff is what really empowers you.
And that brings us to our final section, and honestly, it might be the most important one. Because a truly safe workplace isn't just about what you do as an individual, it's about how we all work together to build a culture where safety is just how things are done.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Safety isn't a solo mission, it's a team sport. It's built on talking to each other and looking out for one another. Yeah, one person following the rules is a good start, but a whole team actively watching each other's backs, that's how you build a place that's genuinely safe.
So, what does that actually look like for you? It means getting involved. It means participating in inspections. It means speaking up when you see something that's not right and reporting it. It means sharing your ideas in safety meetings and passing on important info to your coworkers. You're not just a follower of the rules, you're an active builder of a safer workplace.
And really, this is what it all comes down to. When you master these skills, knowing the rules, spotting hazards, working safely, and being a good teammate, you become more than just an employee. You become a vital link in the safety chain, actively protecting not just yourself, but every single person you work with. So, I'll leave you with this one final, actionable thought. What's one safety conversation you can start this week? It could be something small, like asking for clarification on a procedure, or just checking in with a coworker about their gear. Just remember, your voice is one of the most powerful safety tools you have, so use it.